Hey everyone, Jake here with my first actual real video. So today we're going to go over some what I think is really important information, especially considering the fact that our clan is roughly 65% new players, so this should go over pretty well to be honest. We're going to be covering survivability today. So I have three examples for the three different types of survivability. So first example is going to be shield gating. I'm going to be showing my Saren build for that. I will be doing a health tank build with Neja, and then I will be showing how Overguard works just by using Kalerva. So let's go back. We'll get started with Saren and shield gating. And really the important thing that you need to know is Brief Respite gives you shields when you cast an ability and spend energy. Catalyzing shields makes your shield gate last the same amount of time no matter how much shields you got back, because if you don't know, your shield gate duration, which is that invulnerability window after your shield breaks, how long that lasts is determined by how much shields you gained before it broke again. So, I've just got one Heavy Gunner Eximus here. I'm just going to let him lay into me. That's 20. That's not 1. And I'm going to do a regular one, in fact. I'm just going to spawn him and let him lay into me for a minute, and I'll show you how shield gaining works real quick. So my shield breaks, I press 2 to get shields. Shield breaks, press 2. And this is all you have to do. I ran out of energy, obviously, but it's very, very simple. And you do this with every Warframe that shield gates. So let's get rid of him. Now we'll move on. Let's do health tanking. So this one requires a little more sometimes. Actually, instead of Neja, let's do Lavos. That'll work better, I think. Okay. So health tanking usually requires some kind of external healing. And I'm gonna kind of force that with Arcane Grace, but there's just a flat chance for me to start regenerating health every time I take damage. The other way that you can do this is with a pet, specifically a Kubro, that has Hunter Recovery, because that will literally just heal you for a percentage of the damage that your pet deals. And that actually, pets do a lot of damage, so that tends to kind of go a little bit crazy. But I'm not going to show that. I'm actually going to take this companion off. And basically, you want to have some kind of damage reduction, and some kind of healing, and a lot of armor and HP. It doesn't have to be triple umbral. This is a little bit ridiculous. This is kind of high investment because I really like Lavos, but the gist of it, let's actually do 10 of these guys. Shouldn't be too bad. Arcane Grace procced immediately, so as you can see, I'm just healing right now. I'm not actually really taking damage. This is the simplest form of health tanking. Let's get rid of these guys. Okay. And finally, we're going to explain how Overguard works. So, with Overguard, I like to use Kalervo to explain. I have to make sure I don't have... I'll just use this as an example. Overguard isn't particularly complicated. It does not have a gate, though. So if you lose your Overguard, and by some chance you run into like a Toxin proc or something that does damage straight to your health, there's a pretty good chance that you're just going to straight up end up on your face. So, kind of have to keep that in mind, but It's the only real unfortunate thing about Overguard. So what you do, that white number on the top right above my health is my Overguard. It's going to be very hard for these guys because they're only level 50. They're not going to be able to break through it. It's just going to keep scaling up. But the gist of it is, it's like another layer of health. It makes you status immune, makes you knockdown immune. You're effectively not taking damage while you have Overguard. It's replacing your HP. And as you can imagine, that's extremely strong. Well, I guess that video didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them up in the comments. I'm going to be uploading this a little later this evening, so watch it whenever you want. And thank you guys for hanging around, and I'll catch you in the next one.